Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 1v1 on Amilly Fields in the north. It is Deus ex Machina, fighting for America, freedom, democracy. Taking on the role here, out Basil, stop biting my hand. 6th Armored Division with tactical support, recon support, and rifle company. Triple infantry bullets in the south. It is Dezman, fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland. Stop biting, Basil. The Führer Grenadier Brigade here with Grand Offensive featuring Panzerfusiliere, smoke bombs, Infanteriesturmgewehr 44, Panzer Commander, and Tiger tanks. Stop biting, Basil. Rifle company here is chosen for Deus ex Machina with the ECH Sherman, Rifleman defensive structures, advanced infantry equipment, the M3 half-track, and white phosphorus smoke barrages. I said stop it, Basil. Stupid cat. Hang on. Ow! Not the other hand, you clap. Ow! Stupid cat. Anyways, we got Dezman aggressively attacking it, going straight for Deus ex Machina's point outside of his base there, trying to keep his eyes close to home rather than where abroad there where Dezman is moving about there. Also got a double rifle and aviation start here for Deus ex Machina, a bit bold here. And as always, by the way, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters who make this episode possible. And so many other episodes possible. Without them not being able to do this, consider pledging on Patreon yourself to support or donate via PayPal. Links in the description. Finally, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing also helps. Anyways, back to the action. They just get a bit delayed because a certain kitty cat needed to attack my hand. Panzerfusilier here for Dezman and the Führer Grenadier Brigade, one of two brigades formed up of the security detail at the Wolfschanze once Hitler abandoned it. Part of that was they were actually made up of elements of the Groß Deutschland, but also the Landesschützen, which was basically the predecessor to the Landessturm, not Landessturm, by the way, which was predecessor to the Volkssturm, basically sort of, military type unit. And they were basically formed into these two brigades, which would later be upgraded to divisions and then finally to full panzer corps. So a little fun fact there. This is why it feels like these are the only units that could have panzer facilities in them, by the way, on the Western Front. And this cool one rushing forward here for Dezman. Moving back to the Relation Center. Interesting to see double relation start here. Could be, I suppose, an attempt to copy what the Soldier's doing with the triple concept Dominier start. Languages like focus less on infantry, immediately still grabbing a lot of territory and pushing into other stuff faster, but also might be indicative of he wants flamethrowers, obviously, and a lot of them. Cool one being pushed back Relation. We've got the Sturm Pioneer setting up here. Eastern point here being still scuffed over. We got the center of the west being claimed here by Dezman. Fuel point on the west has been seized by Deus ex Machina and America. Second Panzer squad here for Dezman and Deutschland. Relations there falling back here for Deus ex Machina, moving about with their M1 carbines. Sturm Pioneer fixing up the Kuppelwagen. Basil meowing very loudly. Please push that. We got the lieutenant out here for Deus ex Machina. Pushing in aggressively. Routing there with a panzer flank as well there with their Kar 98Ks. Western point being seized there. Raft coming up. Another fun fact about the Führer Grenadier and Führer Begleiter Brigade was that several of their units were mounted on bicycles. Which is typically not how you imagine, any German troops, but as the war went on, increasingly a lot of them, the sort of Panzer Grenadier types were actually mounted on bicycles. Trot on the way there for Dezman, though. A schwerer Wehrmachtschlepper. Raus got the temperature in the panzer here. Bit of a tough spot here for Dezman to fight back with. Particularly the lieutenant, who packs a lot of firepower up close, not just to the rifleman, but also the Thompson submachine gun the lieutenant wields here. And there you go, panzer squad here. Can you see the rapidly health is decreasing? He needs to retreat, but he isn't. I'm guessing Dezman's too preoccupied elsewhere, but that is an immediate wipe here and an excellent kill for Deus ex Machina versus Dezman. Again, lieutenant is an incredibly powerful unit up close. Similarly, though, is the captain, because he also has a Thompson, obviously. Second panzer squad of Dezman to replace the one they got absolutely executed here by Deus ex Machina on the spot. That said, he's grabbing both fuel points. It's not all bad here for Dezman, but losing an infantry squad that early on there to the Americans is pretty painful. We do get a 50 left for Deus ex Machina. Mines in the center as well here. Quick to make use of the commander there. Thumbs up. A lot of American players, if they do go for command like this, tend not to be great with laying down mines, but Deus ex Machina is definitely a bit apart from those. Western fuel things seized, but the folks have got sandbags here as well to make it more defensible at that angle. We can all see Deus ex Machina's laid down his own sandbags there to that way make it defensible. Panzer is throwing back his lieutenant. 50 cal almost done. Going straight for the other car point here. We can see both players are driven, aggressive players who knows it's about, you know, disrupting the other players' fuel supply first initiatives. That way, try and get out their light vehicles faster. Battle headquarters there for Dezman, so that'll probably be a flak half-track here. The 251-17. Car point being seized. And we got mines here as well from Deus Ex Machina. Wonderful work there. And there's, of course, your other Germans. Early Panzer here for Dezman, obviously in case of a fast M20, but also the Stuart. Ensures he does have some anti-tank assets at hand. And these Panzer pushing back the echelons with a few well-placed shots. Kuhwagen catching the route squad here. We got the Sturmpioner advancing. Did some wing to advance here as well. So far in the first 6 minutes, they actually swung back quite aggressively, back and forth between the two sides. There's the push back. Mines was activating, just detects the mine narrowly. Oh, may not spot it in time. It doesn't matter. And there you go, mine goes over the Panzerfleet, killing Jürgen and Otto. North here, flush the base with Sambus. There you go, 50 cal is going to be able to get suppressed before they finish. It's Stuart light tank here for Deus Ex Machina. Sender being seized to the Panzerfleet, even as they are feeling a bit sad about losses. And poor Friedrich there is just like, won't somebody help me? My legs! I can't feed them very much. Endless filling up here for Deus Ex Machina. These Dezman's moving up with the Panzerfleet, adding the G33s. Flak half track there for Dezman. The 251-17 will be behind the Stuart light tank here from Deus Ex Machina. So there we go. M5A1 Stuart light tank out here for America, freedom, and democracy. An improvement to the M3A1 Stuart light tank, which did not have the sloped armor, and I believe also some other things. I believe it was a slightly less powerful engine. Stuart engaging the Fulton Deus here, and forcing retreat there. Fulton's being hammered here by the 5th car there on retreat. Sturmpos will need to try, I suppose. This is with a Panzerschreck here, flak half tag almost done. He's going to have to like either equip more Panzerschreck in his troops, or he's going to need like Kevin to deal with the Stuart, because even the Stuart pioneers with a 1 Panzerschreck can actually deal a lot of damage. I mean, 120 damage per Panzerschreck rocket compared to like an anti-tank which deals 160. You still need more than that when he's a Stuart pioneer's got to take out the Stuart fast. Still, one thing to note here right now, Dezman controls all 3 victory points, and even briefly has several times to control both fuel points. He does have several advantages here with Deus Ex Machina, depending on how this match proceeds from here. Time to engage with the Stuart light tank. Probably should consider retreating them soon. There we go, 2 Ralph squads bring in there. Flak half track in the center with its 2cm flak gun. Basically the flak 38. Also used that in base emplacements. Mortar flank for Deus Ex Machina. Nice addition there. Bit of an overlooked weapon in a lot of armies' arsenals. But in the right hands, the mortar can be quite potent. There goes Stuart, being up the Panzer 6 steel panzers ready to open up with their Raketenpanzerbuchse, aka the stovepipe or Offenware. And there you go, good hit in the Stuart. Lieutenant there, push back along to the reactions on the west side. We got a flank here on the 5th cal. Grenade off there, almost got the 5th cal crew there. But not enough. The reactions though will not be able to stop these Panzerfleet who have now reached Veteran 1, which unlocks the Flare ability. An ability most Ober Commandos players, if they go for the commando, have used. We also got, by the way, his small light anti-tank mines here from Deus Ex Machina scattered all over the place. That's interesting. Quite an aggressive miner here, this Deus Ex Machina. Ralph's got to push back. Stuart there, hightailing out of there. The Kednev here for Dezman. Mortar falling a bit back here for Deus Ex Machina. Eastern side, we got the drive from there, basically with Eastern fuel point and mines as well there. Very thorough and consistent mining here for Deus Ex Machina is thumbs up there. Excellent work here. Now the Panzer kit that takes us to it further down in health. Again, highlighting the Panzer 6 can be quite potent in the right hands. Guessing he's going to go for more G for the future than the other Panzerfleet squad. In theory, he could like go for a third one to add Panzer 6 on that and then have a lot of rockets to lob at the enemy. Mortar there, proving to be an issue here for Dezman's full Grenadiers. Straight into a mine here. Kaboom. Heinz and Ludwig there blown to bits. Oh, Sturmpunch stock there. Not sure what kept it up with the front line to be honest like that, but I'll wait for retreat here. Got the Panzerschreck back before it fell into the hands of the Americans. Flak half taking westwards here. Back at base, nothing further transpiring there for Dezman. As for Deus Ex Machina, not much I believe they're happening either for now. Lots of back and forth action here. Sharp maneuvers, aggressive plays, mines. Stuart driving in here. McKenna, if they could get off a good shot there. If the gun crew is fast enough here, there we go. Good shot there. West side is Raft Squad pushing Western victory point. Then we got the Panzer Squad still defending and still not upgraded either. 5th cal caught with the 5th flak half track there, taking intense damage. The crew there screaming for assistance. West here, Lieutenant West, the Panzerflieger might try and grenade off here. We got a bazooka there to help deal with the flak half track. There you go. But quickly dodged there. And another truck, that'll be the Schwerpanzer quarters here for Dezman, I imagine. Could consider maybe some Orbital Start here versus Deus Ex Machina. That could give his infantry and support weapons a bit of a hard time. And Dezman commits to the MG34, more suppression versus the Americans, and Deus Ex Machina commits to a second 50 cal for even more suppression versus the Germans. Got the Legion pushing eastwards here against the Panzer Squad with a flamethrower there. They do have a good shot. We do get a steel hand granate there, locked right into the midst, but not enough here to stop Deus Ex Machina and his rear echelon troops. Whoops. Slip there. Center cup out of the 50 cal. West side being grabbed back here by the Germans. And the western fuel point being seized back here by America. Schwerer Panzer quarters up there for Dezman. Or Schwerer Panzer Hauptquartier. To be fully German on that one. Kuwait there being held in reserve. Now, I feel like you'll be using that one at times to, shall we say, harass and disrupt Deus Ex Machina more, but it seems like she's using it sort of as a spotter now. Even then, it's like, you know, behind a lot of shrubbery, so it's not like you can spot a lot. I'm spotting a squirrel, Herr Oberleutnant. You're staring at a tree, but it's safe here. It won't be if I get you. Ralph's going forward, straight into the flak half track, turning its mighty 200 gun in, tearing into them. Stuart on the flank. We got the Sturmpini ready with the Panzerschreck. Good hit there again. Straight through the Stuart's frontal armor here. Flak half track push back. Pushing eastward, see it. Base for the sandwich there. Got another hit on the Stuart, and it is down to, well, less than a third health there. Mortar there, basically here bombarding the Germans. Got the Schwerpanzer quarters up. Again, could consider Orbital squad even with the assault rifle. I think there could be some really strong pushes there versus Deus Ex Machina. Smoke be deployed there. Excellent play there by Deus Ex Machina. Got responsive to the MG34. Kuban there based in the west now. But there you go. Caught by the 5th cal. It is just being shredded. And Dezman responds to the mortar knives to go for a light infantry gun of his own. I mean, not a bad idea, honestly, but part of me still would like to see some Orbital done versus something a bit more elite on the assault end of things. We've got these inside at least here. Ground points their way from Deus Ex Machina. 4 kills on that Stuart still. Veterans who won. Black half tech with 3. Moving eastward to bait into the Panzer's attack range here. And I've taken quite some heavy loss with the by now upgraded Panzerfleet doing a lot of damage. I mean, Panzerfleet without any upgrades are kind of weak, but once you get the recon package, they become very powerful, particularly with the veterancy. In the center, more smoke being deployed here. Germans being pushed back here as Deus Ex Machina bounds through the smoke here and catches Dezman off guard there. Excellent push there. West side Ralph squad there, pushed back by the enemy fed forward, but the 250 cals here. Any head-on attack is going to be an expensive affair there for Dezman. And painful. Major out here for Deus Ex Machina is going to be rushing for armor, and at this rate will be able to get out of tank here faster than Dezman. Much faster. Also pushing forward here. Sturmpini caught with the 5th cal. I mean, they're just being met with a lethal hailstorm there at point blank range. Could try and whip the machine gun to flank the positions there. I think that'd be an idea there. And needs to get the Sturmpinis out. Flak capturing up. He turning into the relations as they push forwards. Until we find them 50 cals there. MG fed force over the flanks. There we go. Catching one of the machine gun crews there. Kuban there heavily damaged. We've got white phosphor being deployed against the flak half attack that can effort. Almost got the 50 cal there though. Close one, but narrowly escapes the grasp here of Dezman. We got 360 versus 386. I mean, Deus Ex Machina is now the one in control of the map, and he's pressuring Dezman hard. Back here, lots of troops enforcing the Kenra crew narrowly alive there, though. Probably some very horrific chemical burns, as white phosphorus is some incredibly nasty stuff. And the game really doesn't just, do justice just to how horrific it is. Oh, it's just these slightly harmful white fluffy clouds. No. Anyways, fix up the flat craft track there. Fuel cache here for Deus Ex Machina. This could be a dangerous thing for Dezman, as this could allow him to more easily start churning out lots of tanks. That could be a problem there for Dezman. A big one. Flat craft close to Veterinary 2. Needs to gain control of some of the more victory points in and apply some more pressure to Deus Ex Machina. 1 kill on that mortar so far. Rather than the Fultz Grenadiers. Sam X there. Thumbs up to Deus Ex Machina. Also control both fuel points and also have a fuel cache. But he's going to be getting a lot of fuel compared to Dezman rapidly then. That is where things get very dangerous for him. Particularly since Deus Ex Machina is starting to get really close there to a Sherman. Now that Cannon for Dezman is obviously starting to figure out he's going to be in the receiving end of some tanks before he's getting out his own armor. So getting ready some additional anti-tank weapons I think is an excellent idea. Tilfy against the 5th gun, the mortar there, pushing westwards to the Panzerverlierer. Playing the 5th gun, the grenade off as well, wiping out the 5th gun. That's a big kill there for Dezman. He can turn that against Deus Ex Machina and really shred his infantry and support weapons. Very powerful steal there for Dezman versus the Americans. This could be a massive problem there for Deus Ex Machina, depending on how Dezman makes use of it. In response, Deus Ex Machina goes for another mortar, bringing him up to a total of 2 mortars, which, if he can handle both well with the barrages, could actually become a big problem for Dezman to actually mitigate the damage of the 5th cal. Dezman, though, starts, I think, really starts to get more aggressive. Like, he's playing very defensively and passively versus Deus Ex Machina, which obviously suits Deus Ex Machina quite well. We got more white phosphorus here. Stuart there taking hit on the Kenmare first. Another one, Patrick misses. Sherman, meanwhile, is on the way for Deus Ex Machina, freedom and democracy. These two Bravo squad caught by Fultons and the Schwerpanzer quarters in the west. 5th cal there covering. Oh, this is actually the full cover on the western fuel point there as the Panzerverlierer is seizing it. Fixing that Stuart. God damn it! How can this tank survive so many hits? Apparently, just would explode without us in it. So we just get us a new tank. West side of the ground, the point. Sherman almost down there for Deus Ex Machina. Got the EC8 there on the way for freedom and democracy. And I imagine a Brad Pitt upgrade there. No, he goes to the 5th cal. By that point, Deus Ex Machina just got his Brad Pitt fan club membership revoked. Panzer catching the rifle squad here. Quick grenade there on the rifle squad, but oh, that was completely off the mark there. I guess he wasn't paying attention there. Panzer they pushed back by the Sherman force and the 7.6mm gun. In the east side, we got the Stubing force hit by the kidnappers, but it is still getting away there. Like, Dezman is just struggling to finish off any of Deus Ex Machina's tanks, or even his infantry. Panther one more there for Dezman. I think that's an excellent addition here to the infantry and the armor. That set Sherman up and catching the light infantry crew there with an excellent fight. Shelter came up as moving in, but they are starting to catch up here with the tanks. Panther 4 is going to take some time, and there you go. Looking to almost destroy it there. One more bazooka hit from the Sherman, and oh, smoke being deployed as well here. Excellent. Further messing with the kidnappers. Overall, tactically good use of smoke here by Deus Ex Machina so far makes it much more difficult for Dezman to respond and defend against Deus Ex Machina. So that is some excellent play there. Flat carp jack has reached advantage 2, which by the way gives it a significant damage bonus, which the veteran's description by does not mention at all, but it does get a damage bonus, meaning it is amazing versus infantry once it hit veteran 2. Grabbing the Eastern victory point here with the Fultz Grenadiers, down to 236 with 86. Dezman needs to again start get a bit more aggressive here, and I feel like he could be using the Kuwang a bit more actively as well versus Deus Ex Machina. Shan being fixed up here, having all of the reactions plus the V crew fixed up there. That's a lot of welding torches in close proximity to each other, honestly. Bringing it off here. Cool, I mean, popped into numbers around here against the troops there, I think, but I guess he didn't go for it. Sturmpioneer again, is hunting down the Sherman, but Deus Ex Machina is quick to pull it out of there. And the reactions there are very close, being utterly exterminated here by the flak half track. The Sturmpioneer. Could Dezman get the YP? No, 50 cal saves there. Bacon in the west. The reaction to push back. The Sherman repositioning here. Got the Steward racing forwards once more. Kevin with the Steward. Good shot there. 50 cal Sherman advancing once more. Catching the Kevin out in the open. An excellent move there, but Deus Ex Machina feigned retreat to bait in Dezman and then turn the tables on him as he thought the coast was clear. Panther went to the centre here, and we got a Panther commander on the way there. His mother insists he looks like Brad Pitt, but we obviously know he looks more like Jürgen Prochnow on a bad day. Fulton moving out, they're going to grab the Eastern Fuel Point, at least attempt to. Still no Orbiter down here for Dezman, which is unfortunate. I feel like again they would be a good investment for him. Would in particular help him be more aggressive versus Deus Ex Machina. But, caught laying down mines. This is great for the Fultons. Oh, he actually retreats. I would have expected an incendiary grenade. But we got the Sherman in there. Pushing for the Western Fuel Point there. Meanwhile, Deus Ex Machina is not far away from another Sherman and another chance to maybe get a Brad Pitt commander going there. Meanwhile, Dezman commits to another light infantry gun. Again, I tell you, it's not a bad idea. But considering the way he used it, I'm not actually again that's what he wants, but oh well. Lots of bazookas now here for Deus Ex Machina, increasing the amount of firepower he can bring to bear against Dezman's tanks and vehicles. Panther Force shoots whiffs. Loads of bazookas there just flying all over the place, not really hitting anything. Except maybe the occasional squirrel. Kevin covering the flank alongside the flak half track. Troops in the centre being mauled now. Both the 5th gun and the Panther Force just tearing them apart there. But Kevin Allen's got it in the Sherman. Deus Ex Machina going for each second Sherman here versus the Germans on the west side. We've got a deep flank, but there it goes straight into the flak half track and an MU-34. They are being met with violent force, and Deus Ex Machina's men are expiring rapidly like milk in the sun. Panther in the centre being murdered as well. Then we've got another Sherman. They're slowly approaching for Deus Ex Machina. Sherman, they're taking hits. Damn, its engine as a mine goes off under it. Could Dezman exploit this? Perhaps, maybe. Maybe not. We shall have to see. He's moving in a Panther 4 and like kidnappers, but not much else being committed here. Stewart moving in there. Akima's kind of ready. Good on the Sherman. Any smoke being deployed here to maybe mess up this? No. And there we go. Deus Ex Machina is now able to bring in bazooka teams to prevent a full pursuit here, as Dezman just didn't bring enough forces, part because he didn't have enough infantry to really exploit again. The lack of orbs are done. I feel like it's starting to really show itself here for Dezman. At least the flak half track prevents a pursuit from the bazooka teams as it quickly suppresses and murders them. In fact, it's about to take better than flee. But that's it. Still rushing in. They're forcing a retreat here. 5th cal flanked here. Going straight for that. Flak half track with the Steward here. Boldly moving in. There you go. Gets it. And the Panther Trek misses the Steward. Panther 4 that doesn't pursue either. We've got bazooka teams here. Really aggressive plays again, but Deus Ex Machina sees an opportunity and tries to seize it and, you know, gets away with it. Definitely putting more pressure on Dezman. We'll have to see what Dezman goes for next, but at this point I would probably recommend, like, you know, either Jagdpanzer to help deal with the armor a bit more aggressively, another Panzer 4. We'll have to see, but it wouldn't be surprised if it ends up trying going for the Tiger, though. Sherman 14, no upgrade here for it. No 50 cals, no Brad Pitts. Sherman on the Fult's going to do is there. Moving on the centre again, the re-echelons bring up the flame from the majors roll there. Artillery firing down again, 2 more, so there we go. Quite a bit of kills are slowly building up on them. We've got grenades, we've got line guns firing back. It's a light artillery fest here across the centre. East side, they're moving up troops. Interesting enough, the Kuhwagen is still not really being utilised. Like, he's just having it stare at squirrels. They could at least be using the Kuhwagen to grab the Eastern Fuel Point, for example, as most of Deus Ex Machina is now occupied in the west centre here of the map. Shem getting hit by the kidnappers. Could go down, could go down. Yup, without them. Oh, no. Gets away, gets away.
The capture point is under attack.
Really close, though. Mortar fire continues to rain down here. They're on Dezman's position. Panther forming in there. Veteran 2, 11 kills. Excellent there for him. Mortar there gaining. Veteran 2, the other one. Also Veteran 2. Sturmpioneer close to being wiped out here. Deus Ex Machina push it forward, but there goes straight to the 5th card, which is now gained. Veteran 1 there for Deutschland. Here's another being snapped by the Panda 4. Back here, tripping forcing healing. Sherman racing forwards here. Deus Ex Machina senses blood in the water and he goes for the kill. Bazooka Farm meanwhile punches away at the Panda 4's frontal armor there. Lieutenant is being bombarded. 50 car there, close being rocked out here by Deus Ex Machina's elite, non-Brad Pitt-based tank crew. Several hits there on the Stuart. 5th car though did get wiped out there. Once more, Dezman and the Field Grenadier Brigade finds itself pushed back here by Deus Ex Machina and the 6th Armored Division. Other Sherman there being fixed up here far away from prying German eyes. Picks up the Panther 4 there with a Sturmpioneer. But yeah, he's going for the Tiger tank here, or a Panther maybe, but considering the command is went for, I would say a Tiger tank seems a lot more likely statistically. Quick grenade in the rifle squad. Yeah, he's going to fire a mortar into the sort of way, expecting the opponent to be there in the smoke. Thumbs up to Deus Ex Machina. Panther moving up the side here to assist. There we go, to the mortar. The care members moving about. If we got the Sherman up the flank again, he could try and hit there. Desperate for an angle he's not expecting on the other hand. He could also be ready for it, maybe. The care members could turn around and respond fast enough and send the Sturmpioneer being met with fierce firepower, then quickly dropping there. And there you go, Sherman flanking it just as the Kenner's repositioned as well. That is some really good timing there for Deus Ex Machina. Other Sherman there, halfway to the ace level. Panther 4 being pushed back there. Obviously, what Deus Ex Machina goes for next here. There you go, double camps at the Sherman. Clean shots there through the armor. Now there's the volleys there, almost guarded. Anti-tank rifle grenade finish off, and there you go. Pop goes the Weasley. He's practically spitting out tank crew members. That is kind of impressive. Without that Brad Pitt movie magic, there's nothing to save you. Another shot on the way there for Deus Ex Machina. Stuart racing forward, Stellar Cams caught out of position, they've been smoking them. Deus Ex Machina just handles this disruptive American gameplay really well here versus Dezman. He's just delivering and inflicting impressive damage against the Germans as Dezman is trying to respond here to the rapid, incessant attacks here of Deus Ex Machina. Panther 4 down to health. The Tiger tank arrives with its 88mm gun. Punches clean through the frontal armor there of the Stuart. Bazooka firing the Tiger tank. Kubang joining in there. Jackson on the way there as well for Deus Ex Machina in response here to the Tiger tank. No tank commanders upgrades there though, as Brad Pitt's contract stipulates, no Jacksons. Apparently they make him look fat. Tiger tank there catching the pickup in the center, almost wiping it out there. Wiping it and destroying it entirely. Now, Deus Ex Machina has no machine guns, Dezman has 2. Even all the remaining armors being repaired up there. Tiger tank could do some repairs. Also, at this point, Dezman may want to consider bringing in more Sturmpioneers just to, speed up the repairs on his armor. Definitely think some Oberkron's play center, like, just, the Sturmpioneers are definitely much better than other, Pioneer units repairing stuff, but even then, when it comes to stuff like the Tiger, you really would want to consider getting another Sturmpioneer squad. Plus, it would mean another Panzerschreck to help deal with armor, so there's, like, a win-win situation there. We'll have to does go for, but again, I would probably recommend his Sturmpioneer squad, plus it would push him up to the 5 Infantry squad, which again, I think, it's the Oberkommanders he'd really benefit from. Rifle squad caught here, laying down sandbags. Swang at the goddamn crowd. Stop shooting at us! You just killed Charlie and Bob! They were harmless. Mostly. Panther 4 there suffers a bit of damage there. Infantry being multi by the Tiger tank, the Panzerfleet, and the nearby troops. We've got the Kubang joining in for a bit of close vetting fleet there for Deutschland. Tiger tank bounces shot here from the Jackson tank destroyer. Punches the Mania. Good shot there. Punches through the Tiger tank's front armor. This time we got the Chemistry on the flank of the Jackson tank destroyer. Several hits there. One hit, one miss. Still, we can see the Dezman with the Tiger Tank. He's starting to get a bit more bolder here versus Deus Ex Machina. He's starting to get a bit more confident. Takes up the Tiger Tank. Panther 4 moving in. Closer veterans 1 on that Tiger Tank. Could try and grab the Western fuel point here, though. Still creeping about here for America, freedom, and democracy. Tiger Tank flanking the Steward. And good shot there. Clean through the nose. Bring up the eastern point here with the Volksgrenadiere. Steward backing off here. In the center steam, going straight ahead here. Sturmpionier ready with a Panzer strike. Direct hit. Tiger Tank shoots and misses. Jackson up the Tiger Tank. Good shot there. Needs to be careful with the Sturmpionier, though. Would be a huge blow here to Dezman to lose them right now. Panther moving in as well there. Hit on the mortar. Betting feed again. You could consider calling that some artillery. I mean, he's flooding a lot of munitions actually. Like, Dezman should be laying down mines, using his abilities more here versus Deus Ex Machina. And they currently is damage engine on the Panther 4 here. Tiger Tank falling back. Smoke being deployed. They're finally to carry out the retreat of the Panther 4. Fifth guard setting up in the east side. We got tanks moving up against the Volksgrenadier and the Panzerfleet as they're looking to grab up the eastern side here. Good response for Deus Ex Machina, but we do see the Steward there almost getting knocked out, but sadly I don't think Dezman can finish it off. There's again, he's got no armor there to respond with, or any, Panzer strikes or whatever. Until in the center, further disrupting here and pushing back Dezman further. Got 125 as a 1520, pushing for this one. We still got the MD-34 there. Quickly suppressing the Rifle Squad there, and we got the Panzerfleet flanking the rear echelon bazooka team. Ace level 21 kills, wading through a sea of broken American corpses. Shroud Panther quarters up there. Cool by there, veteran free now. Another truck there for Dezman, guessing Mechanized Regiment. Again, could work, but it's going to take him more time to help, repair his armor faster. I wouldn't give him another unit immediately. So again, I feel like he should be going for Sturmpioniers here personally. And again, another Panzer. Plus, it'd give him another unit to maybe lay down some mines with, which I definitely still think is something Dezman desperately needs to start doing, is lay down some mines.
300 points remaining.
Anyways, we up catching the Panzer with the mortars with the Panzerfleet. We got, well, can't check them now, but there you go. Good hit by the Tiger Tank. Obliterates half the mortar crew there. Another EC8 here for Deus Ex Machina, freedom and democracy. Tiger Tank catching the EC8 here. Ace level, by the way. Another shot there. EC8 is definitely starting to feel the pain here. Grenade in the midst, but the Americans easily dodge it for freedom and democracy. Pushing up the eastern side here. Ground back the eastern victory point. We've got 125 to 279. Tiger Tank there close 52, sending from nearby schwerer Panzerabteilung 503. Sturmpionier maps in the center, veteran free on them. Shot fired there, whiffed. Mechanized revving up there for Dezman. He's still got plenty of munitions though. Shots fired, missed. Sturmpioneers get wiped out. Oh, got in Himmel. He just lost his Sturmpioneers. That's definitely not going to be worth it. Would like to make it more difficult to repairs, even with this, it's still going to take some time to get that online. That means right now, at the most crucial and important moment for Dezman, his Tiger Tank is basically combat inoperable for several minutes because he needs to get this to finish the build up, then needs to get the upgrade repair pioneers and so on there. Plus, there's also slight other issues, which is, he can't direct the repair pioneers, so theoretically they could start up repairing something else first. Like, for example, the Kugelwagen. Betsy 4, then the Panther 4, excellent there for Dezman. And doesn't have the resources for it. Kugelwagen can at least fix itself up, I guess, but there you go, can upgrade now. Need to do it now, by the way. More mortifying, he's just training down both mortar on it, basically making it difficult for Dezman to seize the point without suffering losses here. Very efficient play there by Deus Ex Machina. Got the eastern point secured there for freedom and the 6th Armored Division. Repair pioneers on the way there for Dezman. Meanwhile, the Tiger Tank is just collecting dust. There we go, full squad almost wiped out with the 2 mortars. Sherman there rushing in there to protect the mortars here from the Panther 4. And the full squad about to get wiped out. Close call there. Panther 4 almost knocked out as well at this rate. And there you go, all the pioneers fix up the Kugelwagen. Panther 4 moving in there will probably prioritise over the Tiger Tank here, I think. Oh, yeah, it's going to get repaired first, meaning the Tiger Tank is just going to be spent further time doing nothing. I mean, losing those Sturmpioniers really hurt Dezman here. Really hurt. And in a sense, he kind of compounded it with a mechanized regular feel. So again, that Tiger tank is just, you know, 640 man-pound, 230 fuel that's now doing nothing for several minutes. Which is not a great thing, unless you're the Americans. And it's amazing. Scott here for Deus Ex Machina, committing up to now 3 artillery pieces here versus the Germans. That's going to hurt as well for sure. And for rushing in the Tiger tank, he's applying some light coming fire. And there go incendiary pin round utilized. Thumbs up there to Dezman. Almost got the true Rob squad with an air to survive. Against the Sherman, though, the incendiary piercing round is just basically fireworks. But there you go. Sherman taking heavy hits here for both the Chems and the Panther 4. Quick finish off him, particularly goes for the combat blitz. One more hit, and pop goes the Weasel.
A medium tank was just lost.
Needs this to push back by the Panzerverlierer.
Carrier tank ready.
Going here for the Ken, but there you go. Manus and Panther will shoot. Both bounce each other's armors off there with the shots there. Impressive. Smoke deployed to the Ken, so the Ken efforts excellent there. Again, really sharp reactions here by Deus Ex Machina. Really sharp there. I mean, he's doing some excellent American play, which I feel like a lot of American players could definitely learn some things from here. Both in terms of the aggression, but also the way he utilizes his abilities efficiently. It's like make it difficult for Dezman to react to his attacks. In this case, actually isolating the anti-tank weapons, pushing them back here with the smoke, isolating the Panther 4 and the machine gun here. This is just really solid play. The Tiger tank still hasn't been repaired, by the way. It's not close enough here as well either. Like, as you can see, there's some definite issues with the plan here for Dezman, considering what everything is going on there. And this means the Tiger tank's now been out there for like a lot there, actually, at this point. They're just not great here for Dezman. Great for Deus Ex Machina. Amazing, but really sort of shows a major issue here for Dezman. It's just that Tiger tank has been doing zip for like several minutes now. Which I think is really hurting his ability to fight back against Deus Ex Machina and giving him a lot more freedom than he really should have. Scott moving in there so far. First shot, there's a whiff. Stewart there with 8 kills, but he's still alive. Really good work there. He's trying to hunt down these weapons, but I mean, with what is the question? Like, he doesn't have punch protection on these units. The Kenners can't keep up either, and in fact, they've been caught here by the infantry, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do there, except maybe kill them with Pantherfast and to tank rifle grenades. But even that's going to take some time. That's going to leave the troops exposed. We've got 90 versus 264. Tiger tank is finally, though, being fixed up. But really, he's just been spending so much time there. He's doing nothing here. Almost got the Jackson there. Pops out the crew just in time, but I don't think there'll be enough anyways. There we go. Got the Jackson. Good kill there for Dezman and for Deutschland. That said, his situation remains pretty grim. Scott rushing forwards there. We got another Panther for Dezman. Tiger tank is finally combat operable. Finally. Got it on the Scott there, but the Tiger tank is 18 on the gun there, punching clean through the armor. There's the Tiger tank here. Bazooka fire there. Fails to penetrate the Tiger tank's frontal armor of 100mm thick. Face hardened steel. .56 versus 264. 10 here, bazookas all fine. The Tiger tank, some bouncing there. Good looking to crash them, forcing retreat instead here. 13 kills on the Tiger tank. Lieutenant being obliterated by the Tiger tank. Machine guns are shearing them apart here in the storm of let. More troops around the Scott moving in there. We got white fuss being deployed here, creating a wall of, well, toxic smoke that Dezman can't pass through to get to the victory point. Really well timed here by Deus Ex Machina. Well timed. We still also call in more armor, honestly, I think. The Tiger tank there, halfway towards 53 there. Machine gun being recruited here. Need to push for some of the other points here, but Deus Ex Machina, except for the one in the far east there, has them all in one way or the other sort of well covered. He's actually pushing the Panzerfleers through the white phosphorus smoke. Damn the consequences. They will move through. Panther 4 there dives in here. A desperate Dezman charges it in here, trying to get rid of the Scott here. But they got a narrow maneuver to pop out the crew there. It means he can't easily finish off, and he survives. Sneaky but efficient play there by Deus Ex Machina. Got the western point back despite the damage inflicted by the white phosphorus there. Crew there pushed back. Tiger tank pushes forward for Deutschland. Stewart moving in. The Raketen efforts. Everything misses. Completely static Scott. Stewart flanking the Tiger tank. Getting a few light hits in there. We got 5, 4, TIE tank there is completely stuck there. Almost got the stupid. Looks like it's going to get away there. He really wants that Scott dead. And there you go. GG, game over. A loss for Dezman, a victory for Deus Ex Machina, a victory for freedom and democracy. Some incredibly good play for Deus Ex Machina. Dezman, I feel like, made a serious, I would say, critical errors at the wrong times here. Like, he started, for example, at the wrong time to play too defensively. Didn't go for Obersoldaten. And didn't go for more Sturmpan as well. And the Mechanized ring, how he handled it, I think also ended up being a grave error here for Dezman. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family. But don't your enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Episode tomorrow again. Fun. That's an episode. Bye.